further changes. They brought on Derek McInnes in the first half for Ian Ferguson. I just wondered during half-time if Walter Smith would be tempted to send on Peter van Vossen, who played so well when he came on in the second half against Arsenal last Saturday. He really looked in the mood, and he scored an excellent goal. But of course, you can often judge too much on pre-season friendlies. And as Graham was saying there, Rangers still trying to get their match fitness going, and with the Russians having played some 19-20 games in their league, they really do have that extra yard. There's a man with a lot in his mind, Ali McCoy's. He will know that as he chases this European record, which has become a bit of a millstone round his neck, he certainly should have stuck away at least one of those chances in the first half. So Alania now come back onto the field, and they'll certainly be happy with their first half performance. And the Rangers chairman, David Murray, in the centre of the picture. And of course, apart from wanting his team to do well tonight, he knows there's so much money at stake. A minimum £6 million for the Champions League. Certainly if Rangers don't make it, they go into the UEFA Cup. That's a new ruling, but at the moment it's too early to be thinking about that. They've got to get their noses in front tonight. They're always going to be chasing this tie, both here and in the return, in what is shaping as a trip to hell in a fortnight's time, Charlie.
Well, that's certainly right. You have to try and at least get a victory. They've lost the goal, it's gone. I agree with Charlie soon as back in the studio there. I think the only permutation I would maybe change is McCall is more of the ball winner than McInnes. I would maybe push McCall a bit further than McInnes and let him try and dictate passing. And I think if they do that, they might just be able to bite at the Russians a little bit more.
So you're giving Graham Souness his nickname there, Charlie, from years ago. But Rangers under pressure right away here. Russian confidence is high. This is a team that got the better of the Moscow clubs to win the championship. The better of Spartak and Lokomotiv. They beat them by 6 points. And the first side from outside the capital to win the relatively new Russian league. So they have a real pedigree, but can Rangers apply some pressure here? Through from McCoy, who's onside. The ball through from Jury. It's McCoy's, but once again, it's a weak finish. The chances are falling for McCoy's. Jury it was who played it through. He took a touch on it, but really not a test for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, with suspicions offside, but I think the defender did play him on. But this is a problem when you play one up front. Laudrup's got the free roll. McCoy's, you can guarantee McCoy's will still be there for the next chance, mind you, but it's quite a weak finish.
McCoy still challenging, having to drop deep. It breaks away to Alberts. This is Laudrup. Good touch by him. The return pass from McCoy's. This is better play by Rangers. McCoy's there. And a good save this time from Pamarenko. Good build-up play by Rangers. McCoy's and Laudrup combining well. Jury was coming in as well. It was played through towards McCoy's, and the goalkeeper handled this one well.
Yeah, it was a great build-up again. Two nice passing movements. He's ever so unlucky, McCoy. He's stretching, you see, he's stretching for it. He does the right thing. He hits the target, which is the main priority. But the keeper stood his ground, and it's a great save. But it's a great start for Rangers. They've livened it up, and they need to up the pace now.
This is Agayev. Substitute Gazzaev. He looked quite lively when he came on in the latter stages of the first half, but on that occasion it all breaks down for him. Again, you can see the attention that Laudrup is receiving. Corner kick awarded. Bjorklund doesn't look too happy about it. Corner kick it is to Alania. Kornienko has pushed forward to add his threat at the far post. The goal kick indicates the referee. Kornienko claims that he was impeded as he went for that ball. So Ibrox packed almost to capacity. Now holds just over 50,000 people since the corners were filled in. Patrick wins the throw. He wants to steal a few yards. Well, the referee has been quite lenient here. As Valeriy sends it through to McCoist. To McInnes. Cleland. Comfortably away by Gazzaev. Nice touch by Alberts. He runs onto the return from McCall. Goff's well forward here, joining the attack. In comes Goff! And Rangers get the equaliser! McInnes scores! Well, what a European debut for McInnes. What a time for him to strike. Richard Goff had come in to attack this ball. Good play by Rangers. Goff come in to attack it. The goalkeeper went down, broke away from the defender, and in came Derek McInnes. What a moment for him.
It's a great cross from Alberts. Picks out Goff, who we mentioned in the first half, being the main danger. But it's good technique by McInnes. He's just trying to hit the target and keep it down. And suddenly Rangers are right back in the match. You see his Goff, it's his determination to get there. Knocks in a good area. Always difficult to defend before the keeper's reacted. It's in the net.
This is Tereyev. Kazimov. This is still a confident Russian side up. They'll continue to try and knock it about, keep possession. It's up to Rangers to really carry it to them, really pressure them. And the free kick goes against Rangers. The use of an arm by Cleland indicates the linesman. He was being pursued all the way by Igor Yanovsky, the goal scorer for Alania. Things have certainly livened up now, though. Yanovsky in the first half for Alania. McInnes for Rangers in the second half. 1 goal apiece here at Ibrox Stadium. The free kick is awarded against Rangers. But they really will have to be on their guard throughout this game. With people like Suleimanov there and Kazimov, not to mention Yanovsky. Played through by Pagayev, but cut out by Cleland. Here's Jury trying to get forward, but Pagayev recovers well. This is Jury. And again, it's Pagayev who blocks his intentions. Played through to Jury again. Well, Jury will want to take the long one. Again, Petric and Goff are up there. Bjorklund has been left to guard the back door along with McInnes. As Jury launching it in, Goff's here getting a touch. McCoist was coming in. He's behind for the goal kick, but Richard Goff again posing the threat as the long ball came in from Jury.
Yeah, it's a great touch, great determination again. just a little bit too far in front of McCoist to really throw himself. But promising for Rangers, they really are a threat at these throw-ins and set pieces now. I just felt the change that McCall has just pushed himself a little bit further forward towards his forwards, and it gives him a bit more of a unit, a bit more balance about him.
The Russians have the bonus of an away goal already, though. Rangers still have an awful lot to do here. So they have the free kick, which is quickly taken. A touch from Goff to Petric. Cleland starts to run. McInnes. McCall. Again, Goff's well forward, keeping the pressure on. Cleland plays it in. Just beyond McCoy's stop. Only by Gazzaev, not effectively. This is Laudrup combining with McCall. Goff. Alberts looking for Goff again. But here's a counter-attack on. Kazimov. Here's the skipper, Gazzaev, doing well, getting to the line. Behind for the corner. Well, they're still carrying a huge threat, despite the Rangers equaliser. And Inal Gazzaev winning the corner kick.
The strength is certainly attacking. Defensively, they look a bit vulnerable at the moment, but attacking-wise, will always be a threat as they can pass the ball well.
Once again, Kornienko moves forward. It's Kazimov to take it. Right to the far side, Kornienko was there, but Goff got the touch. Still Rangers deep in their own half. This is Paget. Plays it through. Well, it's cleared by Bjorklund, and that's behind for the corner kick. Once again, Walter Smith is in touch with his assistant manager. Rangers have the injured out, Charlie Miller, as well as Van Vossen on the bench. Now it's Petric breaking out of defence. He does well. He's got support here from Alberts. The Coyce away, Laudrup's there. So too is Cleland. Rangers pouring players forward. It's Laudrup. Good skills by Laudrup. And another one goes a-begging. Ali McCoist was in the end of that one. Richard Goff was coming in at the far side. Good skills by Laudrup. He's cutting away sweetly from the defender. Frustrating night for Ali McCoist.
It was certainly Gordon Durie was behind McCoist there, and I think just a shout, initially a shout would have made McCoist mind up to leave it. He was always stretching. And I think initially Laudrup looked up and probably did pick out Durie. But he's probably not said a word to McCoist and let him head her over the bar.
Well, the home fans are not happy with the linesman, as he indicates a throw-in to the Russian champions. Foul throw. Terry, that's not the first time this evening. On this occasion, he's been penalised. Free kick to Rangers. Well, they're certainly looking more in the mood in this second half. He knocks out there, and he wants Cleland to drop back. Suleimanov's there, and there was only Bjorklund marking him. They don't want to be caught in a quick break. It's Albert who takes this one. Goal kick. But Rangers pushing just about everyone forward, and Archie Knox, alert to the situation, was out screaming at Cleland to get back into the centre circle. And keep an eye on things with Bjorklund. This side springs so quickly from defence to attack. Tonight's attendance, 44,799. Big crowd here at Ibrox Stadium. Through by Cleland, this is Jury. Flipping it through. And McCoist at last! Ali McCoist for Rangers! 60 minutes gone, and Ali McCoist creates a new European record for Rangers. Well, a frustrating night for him. Chance after chance. Seemed to be running away. Gordon Jury here, doing ever so well, stabbing it through. And the Ibrox goal king picks his spot. Rangers 2, Alania 1. And Ali McCoist, with his 13th goal in European competition, sets a new record.
Yeah, it was good play from Jury, teasing the defender. McCoist, his trademark, he runs across the face of the defender and gets the first touch on it. And just tucks it away in the corner. We said before he could have had 4 goals tonight, but he'll always be there to take the next chance, and he's done it again.
Well, like the Scotland match against Switzerland, a few chances went begging, but he delivered that night. He's delivered again tonight. Now can Rangers really cash in here? But a free kick goes against them.
They certainly got them riled now. They've really got them in the rack. They could really make this count if they just take their time and make the passes work.
The important thing tonight now is they've got their noses in front. Keep them there. A difficult away leg looms, but anything else they can get tonight would be a real bonus after that first half. But this team will carry a threat right to the final seconds of that, there is no doubt. And the shot going in from Janowski. This is Suleimanov. Once again, Gazzaev goes down. He's been very adept at that tonight, has the Alania skipper, but it's Rangers now. Through Laudrup, McCoist ahead of him, Jury's there as well. Great skills by Laudrup. Terrific play by Brian Laudrup, and Rangers are on fire now. And the crowd really respond to the Danish international player.
Yeah, it's great skill. You've missed the run from McCoist. He made a decoy run, took the middle defender away. He's probably hoping to at least hit the target on that occasion, but great skill, and again a major threat.
Here they come again. Cleland. And he's body checked there by Gazzaev. Well, he's already been in trouble with the referee. And the red card will surely be shown. Yeah, he's off. Gazzaev is off. He quite blatantly body checked the Rangers player. The second yellow card, followed by the red. And he's off. player. He's off the field. Alania, meanwhile, want to make another change. Well, not surprisingly, they're about to send on a defender, Valeriy, who's played regularly for them this season. And the man coming off is Gazzaev, who carried such a threat in the first half and brought out a great save from Andy Gorham. So things are certainly going Rangers' way at the moment. Gazzaev ordered off, Gazzaev substituted. On comes Valeriy, defender who goes right into the penalty area as Rangers chase goal number 3 here. Well, Petric has been involved in something in the penalty area. A bit of jostling going on there with Kornienko. You just have to be careful. Still it's going on, just out of picture. McInnes sweeps it in. It's behind for the goal kick. Well, Petric's getting involved there. With Oleg Kornienko. They're pushing, jostling.
It's a typical European tie. You always find that most of the Europeans come and give you this sort of a treatment. I think their big worry and their big frustration is certainly Goff. They don't know who to put on him. They brought the substitute Skish on, who picked him up there. They certainly worried every time Rangers get a set piece or a throw in there.
Here's Laudrup. Again, lovely skills in the tightest of situations. Cleland provides the cross. Still the ball's in play. Goff's in there. Rangers have the throw in. Well, it's a real battling performance from the Scottish champions now. And if they can get a third one, who knows what might happen. McCoy's in there. Alania get it clear, only as far as Petric. Well, McInnes takes a hefty one there as he went into that challenge with Tetradze. And he'll certainly require some treatment. That's McInnes who got Rangers right back into this game with the equaliser after 55 minutes. So happily, he's getting back to his feet, and the referee wants him to go for some treatment. Going in there with Tetradze. So because it's a head knock, the referee is insisting that he gets some attention. But, he'll certainly be able to come back on. So he's back on now. There's Derek McInnes. This is Janowski, the man who scored for Alania. There's Terayev. That's Skish. Terayev. This is certainly a dangerous player. Usually operates down the left-hand side. That's onto the left foot. And taken by Andy Gorham. But, this is a player who will have to be closely watched in this second half. Russian international player, 26 years of age. Suleimanov. Beyond is the referee. Laudrup doing well again. He's really coming more and more into this second half. Showing a lot more confidence. One too many defenders there. The Rangers have possession again though, through Cleland. This is Petric, leaving it to McInnes. Well, Archinock's just below it again, out there exhorting the troops. This is Petric. Way to the far side. In comes McCall. And that was blocked by Gazzaev.
I've got him pinned in here, Jerry. I could really make this count here.
Goff is trying to find some space here. Petric is coming in beyond him. One of the defenders there just running in front of Goff. But he's in again, attacking the ball. Well, if they didn't know beforehand, they certainly know that Goff is a difficult man at these situations. The defender just running across him before the ball was played in, trying to block his path. Still at the other end, Rangers must guard against the quick counter-attacking.
Yeah, they've put a lot of energy into the start of this second half to get their noses in front now.
Oh, there's a mistake. It's 3 against 2 here. Jury peels off left. It's Jury for Rangers, and the goalkeeper makes an excellent save. Well, a mistake there allowed Laudrup to pounce. Jury peeled off to the left. McCoist was to the right. What a chance that was for number 3. So in comes the cross again. Another chance on, and Petric this time swings at the ball.
Certainly was a great opportunity to give him a little bit of a cushion. I thought Gordon Dewey was just going to pitch it over the keeper coming out. He decided to try and place it under him.
So Walter Smith now has joined Archie Knox down below us. Screening instructions. Meanwhile, Van Vossen is warming up. Peter Van Vossen. Certainly he had a magnificent second half performance last Saturday. And he might just be the man now to come on and really drive Rangers on. Well, Walter Smith again is out there. Wants him to get forward. The Russians are starting to make mistakes, and Smith knows it. The instructions are clear. For the first time in this game, the Russians are being forced into real errors. And Smith wants his men to capitalise. Still, Van Vossen warms up as the Rangers prepare to take this free kick. Well, we could see one of the great turnarounds in this match tonight at half-time. It looked so gloomy for Rangers and their fans. They're in front now by 2-1. Another one would make all the difference for that second leg. And there was another chance. Richard Goff again, coming in on the far side. Swung in there by Alberts. And then played through now by Janowski. And Tedayev it was, breaking on the left-hand side. Have free kick now just outside the penalty area. And they got him. Gets things organised there. McCoist there with Cleland just on the edge of the area. Tedayev over the ball. Cleared by McCall. The offside flag is up on the far side. Rangers in a hurry to get on with things, but the referee is calling them back. Still, Van Vossen waits his big chance, his opportunity. Here's Clement. Oh, slipped by Laudrup.
Anticipating an early pass from Cleland there, he decided against it and really allowed it with an opportunity to get in the back behind him there.
So that change about to be made. Ali McCoist is the man coming off. Tonight he has set a new European record for Rangers. He put Rangers ahead, and now it's Van Vossen. Well, a player who looked as though, when he arrived here towards the end of last season, wasn't going to settle. But what was, he'd be moving on. But he's had an excellent pre-season. He's looked very good in training. And he certainly looked up for the second half against Arsenal on Saturday. This is McInnes. The off-skate was who blocked it. And it's Bjorklund who clears. Well, again, he gets away with it. Certainly looked like a foul throw. He's done that several times. The referee's penalised him just the once. This is Janowski. Patrick. No free kick indicates the referee. Jury and Cleland both going for that. In the end it works out well. This is Cleland through for Laudrup. Laudrup trying to pick an opening here. Well, Van Vossen was in a bit of space on the far side as Cleland got forward. It was played though inside to Laudrup. There were a number of defenders around him.
Yeah, he just chose the wrong option. Simply went for too many men round about him.
Alania willing to make another change. I like Sergeyev, who's just below us on the track as play goes on. So 75 minutes gone here at Ibrox. Rangers lead by 2-1. Here they come again. Didn't quite fall for Laudrup. It's cleared by Terayev. Only as far as Petric. Goff's well forward, he knocks it down there for Jury. Well, Van Vossen didn't know too much about that as the ball rebounded away. Goff's in there digging again on the edge of the penalty area, so too is Jury. Time for the goal kick. So Suleimanov will leave the field, Nazim Suleimanov. For Alania to be replaced by Oleg Sergeyev.
For the substitution for Alania Vladikavkaz, of box number 11, Hazim Savov, and on number 18, Oleg Sergeyev.
Archie Knox is pointing at his watch and indicating that Suleimanov is taking his time, but tell me the player it doesn't do that. This is a forward player coming on to replace a forward player. He gets an early touch. Petric playing it through for McInnes. Cleland through for Jury. Skish goes with him. Goes by McInnes and McCoy, putting Rangers 2-1 ahead in this second half. And there's the man, Janowski, fair-haired player who scored for Alania in the first half. Through for Jury again. Still it's Jury. Stabbing it through. It's Cleland. Rangers needing to show just a bit more composure on the edge of the area. Offside flag is up meanwhile. Well, Gordon Jury was certainly in an offside position on this near side as Rangers broke in the far side, and under the current ruling, maybe a bit harsh on Archie Knox. He's explaining his version of the laws of the game, but perhaps another Rangers player through the middle They're still lurking. They're so adept at stepping out, Alania. It's a good ball through now for Laudrup. Cleland's running through the middle. Van Vossen's on the far side. Still it's Laudrup. It's a good cross, and the goalkeeper was really caught and needed some help there from Kornienko. Excellent cross. Here comes another one. Oh yes! Gordon Petric scores for Rangers. 79 minutes gone. Rangers 3. Alania 1. Joyous celebrations all around Ibrox Stadium. What a turnaround in this match. It was played short to McInnes. Excellent cross. That was Petric. 3-1 to Rangers.
Yep, Alania sleeping. Laudrup McInnes was sharp enough to go and get the ball off him. Simple enough goal. Alania just know they can't handle the aerial power of Petric and Goff in particular.
Well, he's booking Petric for removing his jersey. But Ibrox at the moment erupting. Rangers coming from a goal down to 3-1 up. Goals from McInnes, McCoist and Petric. There are 10 minutes left here. Now, what do Rangers do here? Do they go in really for the kill? Do they try and keep things tight at the back now? It's a penalty. The referee is pointing to the penalty spot. Well, this is remarkable. No sooner have Rangers taken the lead, Andy Gorham come rushing out. Certainly he made contact there. Penalty kick is awarded. He complains to the referee, but he certainly made contact with the player. It's Jadowski who's waiting to take this one. The man who put Alania ahead in the first half. Can Andy Gorham do something special here? He's missed it! He has sent the ball wide. Ibrox erupts again. What a let-off for Andy Gorham and Rangers. Well, Gorham had dived the wrong way. It looked as if the ball was going into the corner of the net, but past the post. Rangers still have that precious 2-goal lead. Well, what a dramatic night this is turning out to be. What a second half.
That's the debating whether Rangers are going to sit in this 3-1 lead. I'll keep going for another, and then suddenly there's a penalty. There's certainly a warning to them that they must take heed of. They simply don't need to force the issue now. They've got a cushion, and they can just make passes now.
There are 8 minutes left. It's Van Vossen trying to get forward. Rangers have the throw in, just in line with the penalty area. Well, actually, Knox is he's done everything but pull a jersey on tonight. Here's Laudrup. Well, another goal, you would imagine, would just about put the tie beyond Alania. As things stand, a 2-0 win for them in their home patch would be enough. Free kick is awarded, and the yellow card is coming out to Alec Cleland. So Petric has been booked, so too has Cleland. So the free kick to Alania. These final minutes, there are 7 left, are going to be dramatic. Of that, there's no doubt. This is certainly a team capable of pinching another goal, but Rangers have their tails up in this second half. This is McInnes. Out to Cleland. Just too far ahead of him, and this is what they'll have to watch.
Yep, he simply had time.
Janovsky plays it through for Sergeyev, the substitute, and Andy Gorham responds.
Well, he certainly had time to compose himself and make a decent pass. He just simply overhit the ball with a bit of slackness.
This is Van Vossen. Laudrup, Van Vossen calls for it again. Jury's in the middle. McInnes is arriving. Here's Van Vossen! And right at the goalkeeper. Rangers have had some chances in this second half.
It's the ability of Laudrup again to easily go by defenders. And he should really score there. We said McCoy should have scored in the first half. He should have scored there.
And the offside flag is up now against Van Vossen. Well, a real buzz of excitement goes around this famous ground. What a turnaround in the second half. There's still work to be done. The clock shows 84 minutes. Rangers lead 3-1. There's Petric, who got goal number 3. Digging in well. Here's McInnes, who got goal number 1. Through now for Jury. This is Jury at his best, running at defences. Now Archie Knox is telling him to watch the back door. He wants him forward, but he also wants some players inside that centre circle. Goff has been almost committed to a forward role in this second half, and certainly he's caused problems.
He's been inspirational tonight again for Rangers. He's demanded so much of his teammates and himself. Led again by great example.
Richard Goff, now in his 10th season, chasing his 9th championship medal, but tonight his thoughts are on Europe. Again, Walter Smith with communication. Alania trying to pull back a goal which could be so vital to their cause. Certainly there will be a full house in Vladikavkaz in 2 weeks' time. There'll be a crowd, a capacity crowd of 40,000 there. They have 38,000 season ticket holders. There's always a scramble for the last 2,000 tickets, a bit like Ibrox here in fact. The Rangers will be going into a very difficult situation. Well, Petric's there, playing a rather short pass, and it leads to trouble again. I think he put McInnes under a bit of pressure. Petric is prone to do this kind of thing late in games. Rangers cannot afford to surrender possession at this stage. Alania seek another goal. They've got the free kick just in line with the penalty area.
They're causing their own problems now because they ain't using their head. They're simply just caught up in the pace of the match, and they're making basic mistakes.
Well, I think now Walter Smith and Archie Knox would be quite happy to make the away trip 3-1 ahead. It's behind for the corner. The pressure's still on. There are 3 minutes left. At the moment, if Rangers can get an away goal, it negates Alania's, but another one here for the Russians, and it would make Rangers' task so much harder. Kornienko's up there again. Well, it falls beyond them all, and Petric wisely allows that one to run out of play. There are just over 2 minutes left. Rangers 3, Alania 1 here at Ibrox Stadium. It's laid off by Van Vossen. McInnes gives it away and then concedes the free kick. Well, it's the Rangers' nerves that are jangling now. They've really turned this match around, but they don't want to throw things away in these closing stages. Again, the Russians show great skill and composure. the skipper, well forward again. Gazzaev.
And I'm quite happy to see that. I think he'll take that for the next couple of minutes. Just a little bit of inexperience showing Derek McInnes there in the midfield, just getting caught up again in the game. And he should just use his head and just pass it to areas that are going to give Rangers a bit of relief and a bit of tension, can then be eased.
Once again, it's Alania who have the free kick. Walter Smith looks on anxiously. We're inside the final minute of the match, plus stoppage time. Well, at half-time, Rangers would certainly have settled for winning this tie 3-1, Charlie.
Yeah, most certainly. I think we always felt that they were capable of scoring, but you just knew they had to raise the tempo of the game. They've done that in the second half, and they could easily have had 6 in the second half.
3-1, it could easily have gone to 4, but still, they must keep their concentration here. It's vital. Closing stages. The offside flag is up meanwhile on the far side, so a bit of breathing space. Rangers may be the home side, but it's all about discipline and concentration now. Well, this second half performance has certainly been Rangers' best in recent seasons. Battling back after an indifferent first half in which the Russians are the better side. We're now into stoppage time. The whistle sounds, and Rangers go forward now with confidence to the second leg. They were a goal down at half-time, but they fought back through McInnes, then McCoy setting a new European record here at Ibrox. And Gordon Petric making the full-time score. Rangers 3, Alania 1.